So we talked about middle school. We talked about high school. um, University.
Oh yeah.
University. San Jose. Yeah. How did you like it? How did you like it throughout your career?
I loved it, dude. Like San Jose State was amazing. But with that said, my freshman year was probably the hardest year of my life.
Why?
One, I was away from my family. I lived like in a little shed, so that part was kind of whack. But being away, so my first time being away from my family, and for the most part, my mom did most of the cleaning and the cooking and took care of the household, right? So now I had to do my own laundry. I was having to cook for myself. I had to wake up on time every day, make it to school, come back, do my work, and then do all that without my family, which I'm very close with. Like, my brother and I are really good friends. My mom and I have a really great relationship. So those are kind of like my friends. So not being able to see them all the time really got to me.
I see.
And then take all that and the fact that now I have this intense course load, right? Because it's like you're a freshman, you're going to school, you're doing what I just said, plus now you got to assimilate to like this new culture and everyone's like very liberal and very liberating, and it was just hard. But I think when I got past that, when I was able to deal with that, it helped me grow a lot. And then I really enjoyed San Jose State. I enjoyed the fact that you and I, we like to wake up late, but we just take late classes, you know?
Late classes,
There's always like a workaround.
Right.
You don't want to do this, you do that. You don't like this, you do that. And it was never like that in high school. Middle school was always, they gave you a sheet and you're like, oh, I guess these are the classes I have this year.
Right.
So I thought that was really cool. And then I thought San Jose itself, it's so funny being like living in California, but only staying in this area. Like I've been at, you take vacations here and there, but it was the first time I actually had gone to San Jose outside of going to the flea market once or twice. I never had been to San Jose, but I know Silicon Valley, right?
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, Silicon Valley business, like this is it.
Business, tech, that atmosphere.
That atmosphere, and that was what I was going for. Looking back, I should have just gone to East Bay.
How come?
Because the drives were brutal.
Oh, yeah.
So after I lived there. I lived in San Jose for 2 years, and rent just kept going up, and fast food kept staying the same. So
yeah.
So
okay.
I couldn't afford it anymore, and then I just ended up taking that fast food money, getting a car, or just buying a car and paying payments, and just driving to school.
How long did you do that for? How many semesters?
So I did that for 3 years. So 2 years, it took me like 5 years. It took me like 4.5 years to finish school. So 2 years I lived there, and then for 2.5 years.
Okay. Oh, so you went from went straight to...
I went straight to
San Jose.
San Jose.
Gotcha.
Shout out to that gentleman, the counselor from earlier in our conversation.
That's dope.
Yeah, dude.
And you majored in MIS, right?
Yes, and the only reason why I did that is because my brother-in-law did that.
Oh, okay.
And I didn't know any better.
Oh, so you were like, oh, if he did it, let me try that. Were you like that?
Yeah, and one thing about me, I don't know if I'm indecisive as hell.
Oh, I didn't. I don't think so.
Like, my parents hated taking me to the GameStop or taking a bet because we would sit there literally, this is not a joke, for an hour and just, should I get this and get that? And I think a lot of that stems from, like, poverty. Because in my mind, it was like, if I buy this game and it sucks, I'm stuck with this game forever.
Forever, yeah.
You know what I mean?
For however long, right?
For however long, until we get the next game, which is probably going to be in 6 months to a year. So that was always my logic. And then I think that just stuck around because then I always started to overthink things. So with that, I was like, I can sit here, take a bunch of stupid GE classes that I don't want to take, or I can just say, screw it, take MIS, my brother-in-law's making good money, and just do that. And I did that.
Okay.
And I hated it. If you guys I hated it.
You hated the classes?
I hated everything about my major.